push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll run with Hall.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there. Hold them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. Finds, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Wilson to throw. His pass caught at the 4.
touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for two and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on third. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time. They'll run with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
From the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time.
Ball again on second down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Hall.
And some space here. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 22.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Hall again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. And we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed.
And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is taken just shy of the 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now it's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Here we go.
Straight ahead is Hall. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On first down, Wilson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Gregory Rousseau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fielded at the 43. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bills have taken the lead in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wilson now to throw on third down.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
A handoff for Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes the pick, and the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 47-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. I'm going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 88 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A give running right is Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Wilson. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Wilson to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Wilson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to make